Why doom scrolling feels impossible to quit. You open your phone to check one thing. 10 minutes later, your thumb is still moving, and somehow the world feels worse. That is doom scrolling. Not just reading bad news, but feeling pulled through it, even after it stops helping. The strange part is that it does not feel pointless at first. It feels responsible, like your brain is doing emergency homework. So this is not a story about weak willpower. It is a story about a brain built for danger meeting a feed built for attention. The first trap is negativity bias. Bad information grabs us harder because, for most of human history, missing a threat was expensive. If you ignored a berry, you stayed hungry. If you ignored a predator, you became lunch. So the brain learned, bad news first. Online, that ancient alarm system meets an endless menu of possible threats. War, money, disease, climate, crime, politics, collapse. The feed whispers, one more update and you will understand. But the next update rarely gives peace. It gives another doorway. The second trap is uncertainty. When something feels unfinished, the brain keeps checking, because checking creates the illusion of control. A person may not be able to fix the crisis, but they can refresh. They can scan. They can feel slightly less blind for 3 seconds. That tiny relief is powerful. It teaches the brain that scrolling is the thing you do when anxiety knocks. Then the relief fades, because the feed has more fear waiting. The cure and the trigger arrive from the same rectangle. The third trap is the slot machine rhythm. Most posts are forgettable, but every so often one feels urgent, shocking, funny, or useful. You cannot predict exactly when the next hit arrives. That unpredictability is what makes stopping feel strangely hard. Infinite scroll removes the little endings that used to help us quit. No last page, no final article, no natural exit sign. So your thumb keeps asking the feed a question the feed is designed never to answer. Are we done yet? Algorithms add another layer. If you pause on outrage, fear, or disaster, the system learns that this material holds you. It does not need to hate you. It only needs to notice what keeps your eyes on the screen a little longer. Soon the feed can feel like a mirror, but it is more like a funhouse mirror. Real pieces of the world, stretched toward emotion. That is why doom scrolling can make the world feel smaller and darker than it is. Your sample of reality has been filtered by attention. There is also social fear. If everyone is talking about a crisis, logging off can feel like being careless, privileged, or left behind. So the feed turns awareness into a moral test. If you stop watching, maybe you are the kind of person who does not care. But attention is not the same as action. Knowing every update does not automatically help the people inside the story. In fact, too much helpless information can drain the energy you would need for useful action, conversation, rest, or planning. This is the cruel loop. You scroll to feel prepared, but the more you scroll, the less prepared your nervous system feels. That is why quitting by shame usually fails. Shame is just another bad feeling, and bad feelings are exactly what send you back to the feed. A better question is not, why am I so undisciplined? It is, what job am I asking this scroll to do? Am I trying to feel safe, to avoid silence, to stay included, to prove I care? Each answer needs a different replacement. If the job is safety, choose a trusted update window. 10 minutes from reliable sources, then stop before the spiral begins. If the job is control, convert one piece of information into one action. Donate, message someone, save a resource, plan a next step. If the job is avoidance, make the first replacement embarrassingly small. Stand up, drink water, put the phone across the room. The key is to add an ending before the feed can erase it. A timer helps, but a physical ending helps more. Close the app, lock the screen, and move your body. The brain believes boundaries more when they happen in the real world. None of this means ignoring reality. It means refusing to let an endless feed be the manager of your fear. Bad news will always be easier to sell than calm context. But you can decide when information becomes useful and when it becomes noise. Doomscrolling feels impossible to quit because it borrows the voice of survival. The trick is to thank the alarm, then stop living inside it. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more videos.